Well, hello everybody, it's Richard here, and this is part 4 of the Volmar Gramophone refurbishment. And but I'd just like to say how excited I've been today in that we've had a Wimbledon winner, a British Wimbledon winner, in 76 years I think it is. We have a fantastic game that Andy Murray won, and I'm really over the moon for Andy. And what a match. If those of you saw that, I'm sure you enjoyed it as much as I did. And we've had absolutely wonderful weather. In your shot you can see past the garden here at the main house, and it's been absolutely wonderful today. I've got the lawns cut and done some of the bushes and that, and it's been a really wonderful time. I've actually been in shorts without sleeves as well. I mean, great stuff. Went running on Saturday. Went into town on the bike for a dental appointment, which was okay. So had a really great time. So you know, I hope you're having a good time as well, and hopefully this weather's due to last at least another 10 days, I think it is. Anyway, more mundane. Let me just turn down my favourite classic FM programme and concentrate on the Volmar Part 3. Now you're looking at the spring box, and I've had some fun and games with this because I've had difficulty getting the top off. This is the top, and this fits over the top here, and then and it's like a lid on a tin, and then excuse me, this part fits in the middle, and there's a stud which is here, which holds onto the main part of the spring. You can see the little hole there, and then obviously that winds in a clockwise direction when you use the gramophone handle. Here it is, and you wind up the gramophone, so it's fun really. The first thing is that this came out as I was testing it. I started putting the motor together, tested it, and it sort of unsprung itself and the whole thing came out, so that preempted me anyway to have a look inside. I've had to leave it for about a week and a half with some penetrating oil, graphite type oil, in the edge of the box, this sort of lid part, and then using a large vice and tapping with an instrument and a hammer just to help loosen it, and it's come off this afternoon. Now this black stuff is really the grease that's gone to sort of goo really, and this often happens with these machines. It's sort of goes like treacle, I suppose you could call it, and what I will do is actually be cleaning that out, soaking it in a bit more terps just to clean it out, and then washing it all out and putting some nice new gearbox grease in there, which will then work very well. And the grease does several things. It helps to obviously dampen the motor as it unwinds slowly. It also, so it helps as a damping system, but also of course it lubricates the spring edges so that they run nicely and keep the spring in good condition. This one looks in quite good condition anyway, so it's actually held in the middle, and then on the side there's a post which is there, that stud that keeps it on the other side, and so I'll be putting that back in again. There's quite a technique to put these in and out, these springs, if you ever have to change one. I've got one which has got a slow spring. I'm not sure whether it's the spring that's wrong or whether it's just a bit of congealment. Always the best way to leave gramophones is with the spring unwound, totally unwound, because obviously the energy, which I mentioned before, I think in part 2 or part 1, is contained within the box. And if you leave it wound up, of course it will get loose over time. It will actually, you know, take on that particular format and not actually store energy when you go to wind it the next time, and run at the 78 RPM. So it's good to do. The other thing which I have done is sourced a handle for the case, and I'm just frantically trying to show you that. It's a 6 inches between pins. So here we go. It's a bit rusty, this one, but it will clean up, and it's a strap handle. There we go, it's the underside, and made of leather. So there we are. I found that through eBay and chatted to the guy online, and we came to a compromise, so that wasn't too expensive. Not a new one, but don't need a new one because it will fit in quite nicely with the case which I've got behind me, which you've seen before. The other thing I have done is clean up the spindle. where the turntable sits on, so there we go. That's looking good now, and all of the grease is out of, all the old stuff that's like in here is now out of the various parts. So there we are. So I did actually put it all together, and it was a bit stiff to get it to go. I didn't actually get it to turn, so I think everything's a bit tight, so I must have another go at that. Everything's there, so I haven't lost anything, but I think it's just the way I'd probably put it together. Perhaps I haven't greased it enough, but I'll be having some more fun with that, and see you all later. And thanks very much for your comments so far. I've actually got round to answering most of the ones that people have given me, not on this project but other projects, and because life is quite busy at the moment, so I will attempt, if I don't get back to you straight away, to say thank you or whatever, or if it's just a comment, that's fine, but I will eventually. And thank you all very much for your comments. I look forward to more. See you all soon. Take care. Bye.